Hey guys, it's me. It is April 1st, Wednesday, and we are going to be working on the standard OA 8. We'll get into that a little later, but first we are going to complete today's warm-up. So, here's your warm-up. I'm going to sit it here, read it out loud, and then I'm going to give you some time to complete it. Let me get it so it's not shaky. There are 44 bags. 4 of the bags are empty. Each of the other bags contain 8 peanuts. How many peanuts are there altogether? A. 48 peanuts, B. 352 peanuts, C. 320 peanuts, or D. 52 peanuts. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to complete this problem. Please make sure you're writing this either on your packet or on a separate sheet of paper. Make sure that you are realizing that 4 of the bags are empty. So how many bags actually have peanuts in them? I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds. Okay. Let's see if I can get this to show on the screen. There we go. All right. There are 44 bags. So we have a total of 44 bags. Imagine if you go to a sporting event, basketball game, if you can think about when we went to watch the UNCC students play basketball, they had bags of peanuts maybe, but typically they have those at sporting events, but imagine 44 of them, okay? And in each of those bags, there contains 8 peanuts each. But in this problem, it says there are 44 bags, but 4 of them are empty. So if we're looking at bags that have items in it, how do we figure out 44 bags, but 4 of them are empty? What are we going to do? That's what you should be thinking to yourself. Each of the other bags contain 8 peanuts. Each means either divide or multiply. How many peanuts are there altogether? So the first step is we have 44 bags. That's what we know. We also know that 4 of them are empty. That means that out of 44 bags, 4 of them have nothing in it, so we're not going to count those. And then in each, we're going to see that each bag has 8 peanuts. Multiply or divide. Okay? Then we're looking for how many peanuts. That is what we're looking for. How many peanuts are there altogether? So, the first step you should have taken is if there's 44 bags and 4 of them are empty, 44 minus 4, because we want to see how many bags there are that have peanuts in them. 4 minus 4 is 0. Bring down your plus. Bring down the 0. 4. 40 plus 0 is 40. So we know that we have 40 bags. Okay? I'm going to erase this to try to give us a little more room. So we have 40 bags and 8 peanuts in each bag. So are we multiplying or are we dividing? We don't know the total amount of peanuts. That's what we're looking for. So if we don't have the total, we should know that we are multiplying. So we are going to do 40 times 8 to get the amount of peanuts. To do 40 times 8, you do 4 times 8. 8, 16, 24, 32. And you add that 0. There are 320 peanuts. The answer would be C. So give yourself a pat on the back if you got it correct. Alright, moving on. Today's learning, I can solve a two-step word problem by using addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Okay? You are going to create a two-step word problem that involves adding and multiplying. Send a picture to your teacher. So if you're at home and you can think about some of your friends at school, if you want to include them, you're going to do two-step word problem. That means at some point you have to multiply something, and then you might have to add something, or you might be adding something and then multiplying. You're using those two operations to create a word problem. Send it to me, Miss Flint, Miss Austin, or Miss Allen. We would love to see what you come up with. They might actually be really good. Maybe we could use them for some warm-ups later. Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to go over about 4 problems, and then on your packet you have 8 problems to complete on your own. So I just want to go over kind of what we do for two-step word problems, since they seem to be a little more tricky for us because there's a lot of words and we're trying to figure out what exactly is the question asking. So, erase my board. Alright, the question says, a farmer fills 4 boxes with eggs. Each box holds 6 eggs. After the farmer fills the boxes, he has 3 eggs left over. How many total eggs does the farmer have? So when we were supposed to be doing two-step word problems, we all may have taught you a little differently, but the main thing is to take each sentence and figure out what it's asking. So for example, the first sentence says, a farmer fills 4 boxes with eggs. So if I were seeing this on my EOG or in class, I would draw a little line at the period for where the sentence ends so that I could write something on my paper. So what I'm going to write is there's 4 boxes, and I'm going to put a B of E. And for me, that just tells me there's 4 boxes of eggs. Do we know how many eggs? Not yet. Each box holds 6 eggs. You would draw a line and talk about it. Each box holds 6 eggs. Now we know. So each box, 6 eggs. So basically, 4 boxes of eggs, we know that that's actually 4 boxes of 6 eggs. Okay? After the farmer fills the boxes, he has 3 eggs left over. Where I would draw a line and think about that. After he fills all of the boxes up, so if he has 4 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in each one there's 6, he still has an egg, an egg, and an egg left over. Okay? So if he has some left over, they can't fit in the box. He has no more boxes, but he still has them. How many total eggs does the farmer have? We don't have the total amount of eggs, so that's what we have to figure out. So, we know that if we have 4 boxes of 6 in each, we need to multiply. So my first step is to take 4 boxes times 6 eggs, 6, 12, 18, 24. That means that there's 24 eggs. Now, is that our total amount of eggs? No, because how many are left over? 1, 2, 3. So, if there's 3 left over, I know that leftover might think subtract, but he still has them. He has all these eggs right here. So what are we going to do to 24 and 3? Add it. So 24 plus 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. Bring down your plus and your 0 and your 2. 20 plus 7 is 27. The farmer has 27 eggs in all. C. Okay. Daniela sorted her marbles into 8 groups. She put 3 red marbles, 3 blue marbles, and 2 yellow marbles in each group. How many marbles did she have in all? So, the first sentence says Daniela sorted her marbles into 8 groups. We know that there are 8 groups. And for me, if I wanted to, I would draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups. That is just a visual. She put 3 red marbles. So we have 3 red, 3 blue, and 2 yellow in each group. How many marbles did she have in all? Well, we all know that these are marbles, but they're just different colors, but they're all marbles. So if they're all the same, what can we do to them? Add them. So I'm going to do 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 2 equals 6 plus 2 is 8. So we know that there are 8 marbles in each. If you see a picture like this, which a lot of you do not need to be using, this is just a visual for those who need it. If you see something like that, we know that we are probably going to be multiplying to figure out how many marbles did she have in all, because that's what the question is asking. So if we have 8 groups and 8 in each, we would do 8 times 8. So you're going to skip count your 8s 8 times to get 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I skip counted my 8s 8 times and got 64. So the total amount of marbles, 64. Remember, we are breaking up each sentence as we go and writing something down. This is a problem that was on your common assessment, your last one, that a lot of you had trouble with. So please make sure that even with all the other ones, you're still paying attention, especially to this one, because a lot of you sat back at my small group table for this one. A store sells bananas in bunches of 5. Ben buys 7 bunches. Jill buys 24 total bananas. How many more? Ding, ding, ding. Bananas did Ben buy than Jill? So, the first thing we know is a store sells bananas in bunches of 5. So, if you were to go to the store, you would see a banana, and you would have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, my bananas are beautiful. That's a bunch, okay? Ben buys 7 bunches. So, if he gets 7 of these, 7 bunches, that doesn't tell us how many bananas he has. That's just telling us how many bunches. So I'm taking it step by step again. A store sells bananas in bunches of 5. So bunches of 5. Here's my beautiful picture. And then Ben buys 7 bunches. We don't know how many bananas, we just know bunches. Jill buys 24 total bananas. So Jill has 24 bananas. And then the question's asking, how many more bananas did Ben buy than Jill? So we know that how many more? means subtract. So somewhere we're subtracting. And we need to know how many more bananas did Ben buy than Jill. That's what we're looking for. So with that being said, we're looking at bananas. So when we look at Ben, it says he has 7 bunches. That's not telling us how many bananas. So that's what we need to figure out first. So with my beautiful picture, there's 5 bananas in each bunch, and he has 7. So what you would do to that is 7 times 5, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. That means that Ben has 35 bananas. Jill has 24 bananas. How many more bananas does Ben have than Jill? So we would take 35 minus, because how many more means minus 24. 5 minus 4 is 1. Bring down your plus and your 0. 3 minus 2 is 1. 10 plus 1 is 11. So Ben has 11 more bananas. Sorry, my computer went off. Okay. A, B, C, or D. B would be your answer. All right. Miss Flint had 247 dog bones. Her friend Ben gave her 362 more bones. If Bentley ate 98 dog bones, how many bones does Miss Flint have left? So, Miss Flint had 247 dog bones. Her friend Ben gave her 362 more bones. So, she has more bones. If Bentley ate 98 dog bones, how many bones does Miss Flint have left? Okay, so trying to figure this out. We know that Miss Flint had 247 and then Ben gave her more. So what are we going to do to those two numbers? 247 and 362 to figure out how many there are. Adam, good work. So, in expanded form, you're going to write 247 plus 362. 7 plus 2 is 9. Bring down your 0. 4 plus 6 is 10. Bring it all the way down. Bring down your zeros. 2 plus 3 is 5. So we have 500, 109, and we're going to add them all up to give us 609. So now we know that Miss Flint now has 609 bones, but Bentley ate 98 of them. So if he ate them, they're in his belly. They're no longer Miss Flint's. So how do we take 609 and 98? What do we do to it? Subtract. So we're going to take 609 minus 98. 9 minus 8 is 1. This is where some of you have problems. 0 minus 9, can you do it? Absolutely not. So you say by 600, hey 500, and you add the 1 in front because you just took 100 over there. Now we're going to look at 10 minus 9, which is 1. Make sure you add the 0 down. Bring down the zeros. 5 minus nothing is 5, so that equals 510, and 1 is 511. How many bones does Miss Flint have left? 511. B. Alright, my friends, so this is where you are going into your packet for Wednesday, April 1st. April Fool's Day. Don't be joking any of your parents. Actually, send me a good April Fool's joke through my text messages, not comments. Send me a text. I'll love to see them. Anyways, got sidetracked. Make sure that when you are completing your practice, you are putting it into the Google form and you are submitting it. Make sure that you click a button so that it goes through to us. If you have questions whether we received it or not, just send me a text or your teachers a text, okay? We'll be happy to check. Please, please, please take your time and make sure you're doing the right steps to finish this packet. Also, do not forget to send me a picture of a two-step word problem you have made up. Okay, bye.